Make a little room in my bed, make a little room in my head, make a little room in my heart. Maybe I can start all over again. Make a little room in my bed. I know you're torn, I know you're struggling, I know you thought that your heart was on your mind, but then you met him, started catching feelings, and now a tug of war is happening in your mind. Girl, you should know that we'll never be the same, and I know you think you love you, but no, cause he don't know you like I do. So choose before I do. I'm about to go ahead, make a little room in my bed.
Hey, what's up? My name is Jarvis. I'm 23 years old. I'm signed to Capitol Records. My love for music came from originally singing in the church at a young age, and also seeing Michael Jackson perform, maybe one of the vocals. The road to me getting signed to Capitol Records was a long road. It was like a roller coaster. A lot of ups and downs. Started my music career at a young age. I got my first record at 15. Been going ever since. Went through a vocal change. Had to learn my sound, find my niche, figure out what I wanted to say, who I wanted to be as an artist. I then released a mixtape called Heartache, and released a record, Make a Little Room, which was part of the reason they signed me to Capitol Records. It was incredible, eye-opening, touring with Usher, and just, not necessarily performing with him, just being on certain legs of the tour, going to different dates, being under Jermaine, and seeing how two professionals work at such a high level. It gave me a great respect for this industry, for music, and showed me that great work that we work at. The mixtape is called Heartache. It was something that I released. I put a body of work together for my fans. Just I had never put an album out, and having such great support from my fans, they were always helping me. I just felt that they needed something, so we collected a lot of songs and put it on a mixtape titled Heartache. And got a few artists on there. Did a record with Floss called Copy the Best, Scrappy, Swag, got DJ Khaled on the intro, Little Chris on the record called Pretty Good. Working with a lot of different artists, trying to get people to know me and what my sound is, what they can look for the debut album, Cardiology. I think what separates me from everyone else is, I just want to bring passion back, put the passion back in music, put the feeling back. Back when I was, coming up, when I developed my first love for music, I remember being put in a certain mood when I heard a song, or having a certain music giving me a certain feeling. And I feel like that was lost in translation along the way. And I feel like I want to bring that back, passion, emotion, and also just bring a part of myself to the music and do that in a big way. So that was some artists that I look forward to working with in the future. Maybe like, Usher. Usher's always been one of my favorites. Huge fan of Brandon. Huge fan of Ryan Leslie, Tank. Those are probably some of the artists I would like to play with. I do for fun. I like to play sports, basketball, anything to do with athletics, as well as watching sports, hanging out with family, having a good time, big time movie club, watch a lot of movies. Just all in all, have a good time. So make sure y'all keep in touch with me. Hit me up on Twitter at Jarvis the Artist, as well as Facebook at Jarvis the Artist. And on my Instagram, which is Jarvis the Artist. And check out my YouTube channel, Jarvis the Artist TV. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Jarvis, man. I want to give a big shout out to TRILL DVD. Y'all keep it locked.
Z1079, Cleveland's #1 station for hip hop and R&B. Home of the Ricky Smiley, home of the Ricky Smiley morning show. Steph, we got company, bro.
What's poppin' with the population?
Population.
So, prior to us talking with Jarvis, we got to do the rundown real quick. What was your favorite song we played?
My favorite song of the night, I'm gonna go with Jarvis, Make a Little Room.
Yeah.
And I ain't just cause he in here, cause I'm keeping it funky, I'm not gonna. I mean, he's a light-skinned guy. I'm really not intimidated, so I don't have to. I don't have to front. No, I'm just messing with you. But no, big shout out to Jarvis. I Make a Little Room track, that new Ace Hood, Bugatti, and 7th Streeter. I love that track. I like it. I love that track.
You and this 7th Streeter. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's gonna be your favorite song till she come in here, ain't it?
I'm gonna be honest. She here next week.
We'll see if
I'm
it's
just
still,
saying.
we'll see
I'm
if
just
it's still your
saying.
favorite song.
I mean, you in here doing your thing. Let me do my thing next
got the
week. All
swag.
right, thank you. Let me let y'all get back to doing what y'all was doing.
Thank you. My favorite songs tonight will definitely be Bugatti. Shouts out to Ace Hood, DJ Khaled. Keep It Trill. I mean, you know.
Kirko.
And of course, Make a Little Room. Shouts out to our guest in the studio today.
Yeah.
So, Jarvis, let's talk. Like, you said that you moved to Atlanta in 2004.
No, that was actually when I got the deal.
Oh, that's when you got your deal.
That's when I got the deal with Jermaine.
Well,
I was in Atlanta years before that.
Walk me through your journey.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know, born and raised. Went to school. You know, that's you know, I was singing, but it wasn't really real to me yet. You know what I mean? It's Tulsa. It's not a whole lot going on.
In Oklahoma, it's not a huge entertainment market.
Yeah.
So it can be quite discouraging. How did you overcome that to get to where you are now?
Well, it was God really. Like a guy married into my family, and he was a real big time managing different writers and producers who were in the industry real heavy in Atlanta, getting placements, and he married my cousin. They came to Tulsa, and it was just one of them random things like at a family function, and it was like, yeah, you know your little cousin can sing, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, yeah, Jarvis. And then, I went and sang for him. And, my cousin, he was like, yeah, he really can sing. And, they went back to Atlanta. And then he just was communicating with the family, like, I think y'all should just bring him out here and just, let him try it out. Like, let me just put him in the studio, just see how he do.
Did your mother or your parents or your family push back on that at all? Or were they 100% supportive? No,
because in the beginning, it was just visit. It was just a visit. It was just like, yeah, go visit. We'll let you. It was like, yeah, go play. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I went up there and I got real serious with it. Like, got in the studio for the first time, heard myself on the record.
So you linked up with DTP at some point? You were working with them?
Yeah, I later linked up with DTP, like, after the Jermaine situation. I was kind of finding myself. I just kind of came into adulthood, and my voice started to change. I went through a vocal change and all of that. So I was trying to find myself musically and as an artist. And then I started getting creative, cutting records, and I cut a record called Pretty Girl. And DTP being one of the labels in Atlanta, they heard the record. Shaka heard the record, put Chris on it. We did the deal, and you know what I mean. It's been history in the making since then. It's been history in the making since then. I mean, even since that situation, I've still progressed and done other things. But I appreciate those guys and working with somebody like Ludacris. He's such a talent. To see him work and just to be around him it's incredible.
Gotta be inspiring.
Yeah.
So, Cleveland, we have a lot of artists here in the city that are striving to reach those same goals. What type of advice or words of encouragement would you give to them?
I would definitely just let them know that this ain't no 9 to 5. It's a 7-day, 365. 24-hour, if you will. Like it don't stop. It's a constant grind. It's gonna be ups and downs. A lot of people think it's all glitz and glam. You get right in the game and you popping off. It don't work like that for everybody. It's a constant grind. You got to keep at it, and the ones that keep at it, they get to where they're trying to go.
All right. 2 quick questions. What was your biggest disappointment so far through your travels?
Through my travels,
and through your whole little journey that you're going through.
My biggest disappointment, I would probably say just the Jermaine situation. It ended how it did. You know what I mean? I was so young, I didn't know what happened at the time. But as years passed and I grew older and I started to learn more about the industry and just the business, I kind of learned about what happened, and it was completely politics and stuff that was out of my control. But just the way that it went down, the way that it was handled, the way that it was presented to me as a minor at that time, it would I just wish they would have went about it a little different way. But
on the flip side, what are you the most proud of that you've achieved so far?
Man, you know what? I would have to say my most recent, success, like signing to Capitol Records. Doing
Congratulations.
The video. Thank you so much. Doing the video, getting such great feedback on Make a Little Room, putting the mixtape Heartache out, and all my fans loving it and supporting it so hard. I would say those are the biggest accomplishments thus far. Even with all the other things that got me to this point, because I've had some great moments. But right now, it's just like for me. This is like I'm in the HOV lane. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I done found my zone, and I'm in it, and I'm loving it right now.
Well, I am enjoying watching your ride. Hey, Steph. I mean, this is a trap house. It wouldn't be official if we don't have him do something. Come through here, you got to do something.
Look,
we can hear you talk, but we want to hear you sing.
Freestyle or sing or something.
Can the boy sing?
You want me to sing or him?
No, not you.
Because I could.
Did you want to sing?
I could do it.
The funny thing about it is, I think I got the track. Did you want to sing his song?
No, I'm gonna go Acapulco.
Oh, you just okay. Show them what you got. This is a duel, cause this is how we do this.
We battling right now. Betcha by golly, wow. So that's me.
From the top, one more time from the top.
Betcha by golly, wow.
I like that one.
I put a little church on it for that one. So that's me.
Let's see what
That's his turn.
Put the stank on the end of that. I feel that. That's gonna be hard to follow. You know what I mean? I know you're torn, I know you're struggling, I know you thought that your heart was only mine, but then you met him, started catching feelings, and now a tug of war is happening in your mind. You should know that we'll never be the same, and I know you think he loves you, but he don't, 'cause he don't. So choose. I'm about to go ahead.
Listen, that's enough. Hold on, because we go together now.
I'm gonna be honest. You gonna just show out on me like that?
No,
I thought we were just playing. I thought he just styled over me.
I thought that was gonna be hard to follow. You know what I mean? I thought we was just playing. Really, you know what happened? We met. Me and Trop met eyes.
Like, I saw
it. It was over. I can't.
Trop, why you sweating like that?
I don't even know. I got to go. Listen. Follow this man on Twitter. Ladies, right now, follow him on Twitter at Jarvis the Artist. And you got Instagram as well?
Yeah, Instagram, Jarvis the Artist, Facebook, Jarvis the Artist. Check out the YouTube channel, Jarvis the Artist TV. The video is out to make a little room. So
what's your website?
www.jarvistheartist.com.
This is going to be so hard to find you.
Everything is just right there. So you have no excuses.
Big shouts out to Warrensville Heights. You went up there today?
Yeah, Warrensville Heights, man. Shout out to Ashley too. She was a student up there. She was so brave. She came sang to me a cappella, like was just brave.
Was she better than Steph?
You know what? We might have to have a sing out. Sing off. You know what I mean?
That's good. I appreciate that.
Guys, we gotta pay some bills. We'll be back later. Thank you, Jarvis, for stopping by the Trap House today. We definitely appreciate you.
Sure.
Stay here. Problems is up next with A$AP Rocky, and I definitely got one.
All right, here we go.
TRILL DVD.